Welcome to the Experience Podcast. I am your host, Noobsy, also known as Elvis. I'm here with my co host, Mars,
Hello.
and the other co host, Sanctus.
Howdy.
So, this is going to be like our first, technically, episode, or zero, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people put zero, but I'm just going to call it the first, whatever. So, I don't know what you guys want to talk about first. Like, let's just get down to what we want with this podcast. What do you guys want to achieve with this podcast?
Let's see. Wealth, fame, power. These are the things that Goldie Roger. No, I'm just kidding.
uh, no.
Not really sure what I want from the podcast. I'm really just here to talk with you guys. All the crazy things that happen in the world.
That is so true. I also indeed just want to show the point of view of my dumb brain to everyone. So everyone could feel happy with themselves that you are not me. I want them to be like, wow, at least I'm not like Elvis.
I don't,
Like
I
at
don't
this
know
point this point in time right now, I'm wearing these socks. They're like thigh highs, but they're not really. It's
Whoa,
weird.
thigh highs?
They're like it's weird because like they're like kind of like thigh highs. They have a holes on them, but like in the front, it looks like a sock. That's the only sock I found today. So like thank God no one saw that I was using them because no one I was supposed to go somewhere, but they didn't see my thigh highs. My thigh high socks. I did want to say one thing though. What do you think, Mars? Do you have any plans with the channel?
Just I guess be
talk
good,
Talk about the
be
economic
successful, talk about the political economical situations of our systems.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, that's definitely what we're gonna do in this channel, without a
Mhm.
doubt. But I wanted to get this thing. I wanted to say something that I'm the youngest in this shit, and I think that's funny because I know shit that these two don't. I think that is hilarious. Cause look,
Yeah,
I think some people might know this. I'm gonna say this. Do you guys know who Sandpaper is or no?
Sandpepper?
Pepper and Sam. Yeah,
Sandpaper, you heard of? You heard of it, Morris?
yeah. Sand from the beach and pepper from the cans.
Definitely. You're so right. You're so right.
Yeah, you just mix them together. You got yourself some sand pepper.
I didn't even say Sandman. I said Sam as in the name.
Sam, like as in Sam. I am.
Samuel
I don't.
Jackson.
I don't like green eggs and ham.
Dude, banger book. Dr. Seuss never misses. No, for real. But okay, so I'll just tell you guys because you guys don't know back then. I watch a lot of YouTube, right? This used to be like YouTube, dark YouTube era, where like anything goes.
For YouTube.
Yeah, it's a dark YouTube, and Sandpepper. And some people that don't know, I'm explaining it right now. Sandpepper used to be a prankster, right? One of the hardcore ones. He's like, instead of calling it pranks back then, they called it social experiments to get away with it and get monetized by it. So
Yeah.
he did like fucked up pranks where he's like, oh, harassing girls, calling girls, or like breaking people's phone. Right? He did fucked up shit, calling it a social experiment. Chill out, bro. It's just a prank. One time,
Okay. Yeah.
this is where he drew the line, and this is where YouTube got serious, like started adding rules to the shit. Is
Mhm.
whenever he did this one prank where it was his best friend, and I'll let the title speak for itself. I pretended to get killed in front of my best friend. Right.
Oh.
So
That sounds pretty hardcore.
right. So when you watch the video, he deleted it in a day. He didn't even hesitate. He took forever to delete it. But so this is the concept of the video. You guys can watch it later if you guys want. His channel's deleted, got banned, gone. But there's people that uploaded it and all that. But so what happened
Yeah.
was he and his friends were like walking, right? And they're about to go back inside their car, and these two people that he hired to kidnap them, right? He
Right.
hired them to kidnap them, and they're like in some fucking background or some shit. And his friend gets unmasked, like they're both masked, right? So his best friend gets unmasked, And while his friend's getting unmasked, he sees his friend like struggling. Sandpepper, the prankster, struggling and all that. And the guy, of course, he's panicked and all that. He's getting kidnapped. Like he doesn't know about the scenario. He doesn't know it's a prank. So he's like panicked, crying and all that. And then he gets shot with the fake gun, with the blank, right? And like he does the fake blood and all that. He falls to the ground. And his friend genuinely thinks he's dead. Like he's crying and bawling in the video. And I feel bad for him. And then my man gets up and he's like, hey, it's just a prank, bro. Don't worry about it. It's a prank, bro. Like, dude, that was so fucked up. That shit was so messed up and everyone shitted on him. Like, dude, that wasn't even a funny or good prank.
Emotional distress, man. That's
That
what
was
he caused to his
emotional.
friend.
Exactly. It was just so fucked up. Like, it was insane. YouTube back then was weird. Hella weird. And there's another guy. It was like a year after it that his channel.
Yeah.
He did fucked up content too, but his was weirder. His was like amoral content. So like, let's say an example was Stan Lee, right? When he died,
Right.
it was sad. Everyone was like sad. It's like, man, the legend just died. This YouTuber would like make videos like 3 a.m. in the morning calling Stan Lee, and it was right after he died too. Like no hesitation, no morale. This guy just did that. Same thing with George Floyd or anyone that died recently. He will be like 3 in the morning calling this person. Like,
Dang.
people would do
No
anything.
respect.
People would do anything for money.
My guy, I gotta ask, what kind of videos were you into, my man?
I
Because
wasn't
That's a
into
good
it.
question.
It was drama. It
Bro,
was drama. It was
like,
Sounds like you've been watching.
we're older than you, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we would have been on YouTube on the same time, except we would all watch different content.
Cap.
I've never
What was
heard
the
of
last
these.
time? What was the first time you watched YouTube? I remember vividly. What was the first time I watched YouTube?
Bro, I don't remember. That was a while ago.
Cap.
When you get to our age, bro, you don't.
Shut
you
up! You're not even that old.
I mean, compared to you, I'm like, bro, hold up.
You're like probably 10 age difference. Not even 10.
Yeah.
You're like 4 or 5.
It's actually 5, about to be 6, maybe.
The only one that has like a say in that is Mark, because he's actually way older than me.
But like, what? I'm like 5 years older than you.
Okay, so
Isn't
when I
that
started
already, like-
watching was 2012 when Minecraft came out, right? Because I was really into Minecraft a lot. So that was early YouTube.
I will say, I watched like the Yogs cast back in the day. That's like the one channel I do remember a lot, and that was a Minecraft channel.
When did
And this
YouTube
was
get
this
created?
was this was early. This was early Minecraft too, because like I remember it's just like there wasn't much. So that would technically mean we were in YouTube the same like
Okay, but
time
like that,
period.
I didn't watch this guy. I just knew about him because I watched, I listened. I know guys, people might know him. I don't support anything he does, but I do watch Drama Alert, which if you guys don't know who Drama Alert is, it's a guy that
I do
covers
know that.
drama, right? And a lot of people like him because of obvious reasons. I agree. He's a little bitch and he's too old to be in the platform, but he talks about it. And so when I hear about it, I was like, that's fucked up. I can't believe like there's actually someone there that's doing these fucked up shit and getting paid.
I think it's people that are weird, dude. I think, YouTube just set up the platform, but people are ultimately the ones doing the content.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why they're getting more stricter with the rules, because they don't want like, hey yo, yeah, like let's say Pepsi's like, hey yo, I just saw a video that I did not like. I'm pulling off my money off your thing. And that's when YouTube's like, hey yo, you know what? I deleted that channel. Come back. I mean, like, there's still some channel out there that do fuck up shit. Like, what's the most recent one that I know of? I'm trying to
Yeah,
think.
because I think out of all three of us, you watched more.
I do.
Yeah,
myself.
probably. I
Like,
agree.
the last time I checked my YouTube like statistics, it says I watch hourly 7 hours of YouTube, and that's a lot of hours.
That is a lot of hours.
That is a lot of hours.
I can't say I have 7 hours.
How do you even check? You just go to YouTube and
For me, I
Like it
checked,
tells you?
I checked on my phone, and I checked my phone, and the phone told me like, oh, you spend a lot of time on YouTube. Sir. I'm pretty sure you could check it on YouTube somehow, like parental shit. Check your parental shit. I can't think of any because I stopped watching YouTube recently. But that's the last guy. I said J Station. He's the last one that was kind of fucked up in this shit. Cause he like after someone died, he'll be like, he'll act like a kid channel and be like calling this thing in 3 a.m. in the morning. So when Stan Lee died, literally the next day he uploaded a video like calling Stan Lee 3 a.m. in the morning. Be like, Stan Lee, is that you? Blah blah blah. Make basically like not giving a shit about his death.
Yeah.
He's getting money out of it. I think what draw the line is when he made fun of George Floyd. Not made fun of it, but like literally when George Floyd died, he's like 3 a.m. calling George Floyd. And then like one of the clips was like, I can't breathe.
Okay, so I guess we can agree that we're not gonna be like that.
I hope not. He's like, I have some plans. Oh fuck.
Oh my gosh.
I'll bleep it. Mars
Yeah.
would be like Mars would be like, I got some plans. It's okay, guys. I bleeped that sound for good reasons. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Well, that's 1 point. That's 1 point for me. 0 for.
We're keeping the scoreboard, and so fine. Deal. We'll keep the scoreboard. A dime? No, a penny. Let's keep it a penny. I feel like I messed up a lot. You're making fun of someone ill.
We're gonna get rich off of you, dude.
Shut up!
It's true.
Not true, guys. This is not true. They're exploiting a young child, guys. Hope you guys know this.
Right. Sir, you are of legal age. Who are you kidding? You're a man already.
Let's talk about. Fine. Maybe I am.
Wait, did you guys ever get a hold of that? The guy that was supposed to do the podcast.
No, we haven't.
I
Sorry.
told Sanctus to do it, but
Bro, it's been like 4 days.
dude, it's been 5. You should do it now.
Well, now it's 5,
Okay,
bro.
now do
He
it.
said give him a week.
No, I don't care now, cause I need to know. If not, then we might as well get someone else.
He wasn't specific. Did he say regular week or business week? You know, like.
He just said a week, so
We can.
it doesn't hurt to just ask him, hey, yo, are you still busy? If not, we'll still wait. We're chilling.
We can operate under the pretense that we were considering business week, not a regular week. He's like,
How
I
about-
said give me a week. Well,
How
did
about
you
we
say-
discuss this, after the podcast?
Okay.
Okay,
Good point.
makes sense. I was gonna say, I got some old stories of old jobs we used to have. I'm gonna talk about mine, cause I always like talking about it, cause it was technically my first job. It was a
Right.
tortilla factory. I think I told Sanctus this. It was
Yeah.
a tortilla factory. I've only worked there 1 day, and for good reason why I quit. So they pay you $8 an hour, and the shifts are 12 hours, and you get 1 break, 1 hour, right? Typical
Dang.
factory place. But dude, those guys have you on your feet 24 fucking 7 or 12 out of whatever 12 out of 5 days, right? And dude,
Hmm.
when I was there my first time, you rotate sections, right? So you're doing one section does the tortillas, right? So they put the flour, the water mix in this big machine, and it does it automatically. Right now they scrape all the tortillas into a fucking big bucket. Not a big bucket. It's like those wheels, 4-wheelers with the trash bin. I don't know what to call it. It's
Wheelbarrow?
basically- Yeah, kind of like that, but bigger and thicker. And so they pull that in, and then there's 2 people in the sections where one puts it in a machine where it cuts it to little circles, right? And the other guy's duty is to pick up those that are good and put into a pan, or not a pan, a tray, and take all the bad ones and put it back in the machine. And then after let's say the whole tray is filled, we fill it up in a big container, one of those containers that at the place we work at right now, I don't know what it's called. We throw it into that.
A warmer?
A warmer, but it's not connected. And we put it in there, we roll it back to some other person. Now the next section is getting the dough, whatever it's called, maseca, right? I don't know how you say that, flour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The flour shit onto this machine, and it stomps on it to make your tortilla flat, and it goes down a line where it burns it like a tad bit, and then the fan heats it up, and then the next section is a girl. Most of the time it's a girl. I don't see a single guy there working on this section, where they bag it up, they block it, and they move it on. And the last section which is the easiest fucking section. Holy shit. You put it in a box and you wrap it up with tape, and that is it. And then that guy gets the best part too, because he moves all the stuff in the back where it's super fucking cold. Have you guys ever been to Sam's?
Yeah.
Cool room?
The dairy?
Yeah, the dairy section where like just a whole, like just like a cubby of cold.
Right, yeah.
That's what it is back there. It's so nice, especially where we live at. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
nice. It's so nice to go in the back there. But I quit the first day. Like,
Why'd you quit?
I didn't like it. It was like such a Monday task just for $8 an hour, bro. If it was 10 or 11, I could see that. But $8 an hour to bust my ass off? Yeah, no, I'm good.
Good point.
Dude, the place I'm currently working at is $4 an hour plus tip. I make more than that. I make more than what they would have paid me.
Dang, bro, they pay you 4? They pay me 6.
Dang.
Nah, whenever I work in the front.
Dang. Anywho. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I would never work in a factory ever again. Like, that shit. Horrible. What about
Sounds
you guys?
rough, man.
You guys didn't have a job you guys didn't like?
Yeah, I did. Before the job that I currently I am today, I worked at an Italian restaurant. Not gonna say the name. Worked at an Italian restaurant, right?
Mamma mia.
And I was really there for like my for like a college class, I guess. Like I got the job before, so that when I take the college class, I would be doing technically schoolwork, but also my job. So I'd be getting paid to do my schoolwork. Technically.
You're big brain.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So
playing 4D chess.
So the place has like 5 stations, right? And there's like pasta 1, 2, the grill, the pizza / appetizers, and the salad bar, and the desserts. And I got there and I was like, yeah, I've grilled before, so they're like, all right, get in the grill. So I get in the grill, right? And so for like the first few months, I was like, all right, it's okay or whatever. It's like a 1-hour lunch. If you wanted to take it. Usually I wouldn't take it because like where was I gonna go? I didn't have a car back then. And if I wanted something to eat from the kitchen, I'd have to pay for it, which kind of sucked. Not gonna lie. I did get a discount, but like, it's kind of bad, anyways. Eventually, right? They had me learn every station, and it was so bad, man, because like that place would get busy. And I was still someone new, and like I had to like in the pasta 1 section, because there was like 20 plus pastas I had to learn, and they were separated with pasta 1 and pasta 2. So I had to learn the stuff for pasta 1. After that, pasta 2, learned the other different pasta combinations, and that was already kind of like, oh man, that's rough. The grill a little bit more easier, just grill steaks. The only problem though is that if the steaks were thick, they would take so much longer to cook, to like the right temperature that they wanted. And like the managers would be like, hey, what's taking so long? And it's like, bro, they could. I don't know what you want me to do. So they wanted us to serve quality food, but at a McDonald's pace. And you know what the worst part about it was?
What was the worst part?
I got paid minimum wage.
Dang, man.
Yeah. That sucked. I'm not gonna lie, that really sucked. So after I graduated from college or whatever, I was like, you know what, I'm out. I quit. Because that place sucked. And here's the thing. I was there with 2 of my other classmates, right? So it was actually doable. I was like, okay, it's not as bad because I got my friends here. And there was like one nice guy, and then there was a guy who always goes to the back to smoke, or he'll go and like talk to people in the front. Like he'll literally leave me behind while he was supposed to work there with me. He would leave me behind. I'm like, bro, like we're in the middle of a rush and you just leave out of nowhere.
The boss never like saw that, or what was up with that?
I don't know. The managers, they're busy doing their own thing. One of them's either in the manager room or whatever, and then like depending on the week, like if it's the weekends, like 2 of them will be there, but usually it's just one. If there is 3 managers, and they'll usually be like in the manager room, not worrying about it. There would be times where like we would get like like barraged with orders, and then they would like step in, but that is so rare when they do. And dude, Mother's Day, oh, that was so rough, bro, so rough. And then there was like this other coworker that like apparently everyone hated, but like I mean he did his job right, you know, like he was, you know, he got the job done. He was kind of an asshole, man, you know, like me. When I go to work, I just go to work, you know, like I'm not really there to make friends or whatever. So like my mindset is totally different. I'm like a robot, you know. And then they'll ask me questions and I'll be like I would blank out. I'd be like, what? Like they had gotten a zucchini, right? And they're like, hey, Javi, what's this? And I'm like, a zucchini? But then I was like questioning myself, wait, is that a cucumber? Because I'm also blind. And he would laugh with like this one waitress who I think they like had a thing for each other, but they never did anything about it. I don't know of. But he was just an asshole, man. Managers didn't really help that much. Minimum wage. And here's another thing, right? I left after a month after leaving, bro. They give my 2 classmates a raise because we were all getting paid minimum wage.
Dang.
And you know what they paid them?
$10 an hour.
$8.
No,
$8, okay.
$8, dude. That is so bad, bro. So bad. Because they saw me leave and they're like, well, we don't want to. Because honestly, us being the culinary people, we still enjoyed like doing the work and everything, and we got the job done.
Right.
Us leaving probably like slowed them down a bit, man. Not gonna lie, you know, like more of the older people, they don't want to do anything, you know. They would like push off most of their work on us to quote unquote teach us experience or whatever.
Nuts, bro. I hate that. I hate people do that. They're like, yo, we're just trying to teach you. Like, bro, you've been teaching me for a year.
Yeah, basically. So after I leave, they're like, oh man, we got to give these people a raise. They give them a raise of like
50 cents.
Dude, that sucks, dude. 75 cents, bro. $8 an hour, dude. Like, yeah, they actually quit, bro.
Bro,
they
like,
quit.
Yeah. They're like, oh, you're getting a raise. Oh, finally, 75 cents. Hey, funny thing, last day of work right now. What do you mean? I'm quitting. But we just gave you a raise. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I had like a lot of hours, it was not worth it. Cause like if you had to close, bro, you would close.
Wait, did you get paid
after
overtime?
What's up? Overtime? Bro, we never got overtime.
Oh, okay. I thought you got like
they would always make it so we never got overtime.
38 hours.
They make you clock out. Be like, oh, you're almost overtime. Can't work today.
Bro, they had everything more or less calculated. But bro,
like
when you close,
but they can't pay you, huh? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After like you close and clean the kitchen and everything, it'd be like around 1 in the morning, bro. That you would get out. That sucked, bro. I was so tired, but I was still hungry, and it was a pain. Just to go.
That's pretty common in most restaurants, though, isn't it?
No. Cause look,
dude, the one we work in right now,
they're amazing.
It is such an upgrade, bro. Such an upgrade. You cannot compare the two, bro.
Like from all the jobs I've had, it's amazing that job we have.
A family-owned restaurant is just a lot more better than corporate. It's just a lot more better.
They know like how much, cause they worked there. Like they know how shit it feels when you're just working. Cause they work to get what they're at. They themselves.
Right.
They didn't like hire people and like, go work for us and we'll just give you the food and all that. They worked there, so they understand the struggle. So like whenever they see you struggle, they're like, hey, we got you, no problem. You know, they're understanding.
Right, right.
Cause like
That's pretty cool, man.
What about you, Mars? Do you have any bad jobs? You're like, you know what? No, I'm actually.
I think like most of my
high-five.
jobs were pretty good. They were pretty chill.
Dude, what I fucking tell you, bro. This guy's the main character, dude. I'm
Nah,
telling
but
you,
like,
bro.
I mean, that's not to say the people that work in these jobs are cool. Like, I was working for one job, a company where the manager had some, there was a lot of evidence indicating that he was spending time with the women of the job. And I've even caught him out there drinking, going out drinking with them. And there's all this like Snapchat evidence where they're wearing like his jerseys and his clothes and stuff. And they get promoted. Like they'll be working there for 6 months. They get promoted to a high paying position. And despite putting in, a good amount of time in the company, yeah, it's different for the women there. Like that guy was just, I know for certain that there was, I know for certain there was 2 girls that he slept with, mainly because they talked about it, and there was a lot of evidence about it as well. But aside from that, like the job itself was decent. It's just the people,
It was bearable. You could like.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to leave though because, that guy was putting in a bad word for me because, I was pretty young too, and at the time I was, trying to talk to people there as well. But when he caught wind of that, I guess I started receiving more reports of how I was doing a poor job in the company, and so I started getting written up. Yeah, I was getting written up a lot and everything, so I kind of just quit. And like before I could get written up that final time where I was gonna get, I guess laid off or whatever. Not laid off. What's the proper term?
Fired.
Okay, we'll go with that.
I mean, what else?
What else?
Yeah.
Like, consider to fire you.
Which kind of stinks though, because like there was multiple people that were bringing up reports about this to the main store leader, or what do you call it, the corporate? Yeah. And so there was investigations, but because the main owner of that one particular company or location was really good friends with this manager, he always got away with it, And so a lot of guys ended up leaving because of that. There was even other managers that would leave because they knew the truth behind it, and so they went to work at different locations. And the guy still works there now,
That's crazy.
And to top it all off, this guy was really good looking, very charismatic, and
Ted Bundy.
He also, according to some people, he had like caught sexually transmitted disease, and the women that he was talking to knew about it, and some of them caught it too. But these girls, they still decided to keep seeing him in private, intimately, which was kind of a shocker. He got rid of his STD after a while, but still,
Lucky.
kind of crazy, like how charismatic and good looking he was, that he was able to convince these ladies to still continue with that type of, I guess, relationship,
Man was born with like 100 out of 100 charisma.
Which makes me question like how people choose to do things, or when they decide to sleep with someone. It's never really, I don't know, I just kind of lost respect for that, I don't know how to describe it, I suppose.
People being down bad. That's what we call it. Down horrendous.
Yeah, and that's because people want to act like, they're all morally high and good and right and stuff like that. But that's not true, man. That's not true.
That's the life lesson, guys. Sex isn't shit. Remember that.
And the worst thing about it is you can't really talk about it with anyone, because now you look like the bad guy talking bad about a company that you work for, and it makes you look bad, So even though you want to be truthful and honest with that kind of perspective, society doesn't encourage that, especially when you're trying to look for new jobs.
Dude, all I'm saying is that once you find the right job, it's hard to leave. That's all I'm saying.
Why would you?
But like in the same time, like what if you get like a better job than that job, and you're like, man, I really don't want to leave this one because they're the home.
I mean, there's a lot of good jobs, but at the end of the day, if you're not working for yourself or like a company for yourself, you pretty much just disposable. You know, you have
Yeah.
to really make a name for yourself. But even then, uh,
Mars is so philosophical.
people just like kind of respect the position rather than respect you as a person, and it's not a good
Red Keys
feeling, you know.
nuts.
So
This is
why,
true.
you know, in my mind, why waste your time working for someone else when you could be working for yourself? You know, it's all
Dude.
about kind of
We
coming
live in
up
a
with your own
society,
ideas.
guys.
We live in a society.
Man, what do you pull
We-
out this quote out of your ass? Was it from Bill Gates? Top quotes in the years. If you're not working for yourself, you shouldn't be working for anyone else. Like for like.
That's the
your-
thing, though. To work for yourself, you have to like come up with ideas to be able to work for yourself.
That's the question, you know, like how could you come up with some sort of idea to help you be successful in some sort of business idea,
Time travel back in time and kill Hitler. You're welcome.
right? Go back.
I
in
mean,
time
I would have
and
gone
first
back and
I wouldn't
buy
kill Hitler
crypto.
though. Oh, actually that's smart. Buying crypto.
maybe in the
like-
very beginning, but like I don't know. Maybe now I don't know too much about it. I just don't feel like it's worth investing in personally.
No, right now the market is crashed. It's
Yeah,
bad.
market's going
Super bad right now. Even the stock market is going bad.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, technically,
Are we
since
talking
it's
about the political
down,
and economic system? Or system? Oh my God.
yeah, actually, yeah.
Are we talking about?
If you-
Are we
I
becoming
guess if you were to
JD
buy some right now, it wouldn't be bad. It'd probably be better because it's low. But who's to say it won't go lower? So it's really just a risk, a gamble.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
But you do get, you do get money back.
So guys, what I'm hearing is NFTs are their new thing, right? Nah, I would.
NFTs, man, it's crazy that people will just buy NFTs.
I'm
Like-
not even too sure what that is. Like really, like digital.
Basically, it's like you're buying actual paintings,
You're just
but
drawing art.
digitized.
You're just buying the painting.
Yeah, I can literally draw a smiley face and sell you that for like thousands of dollars, basically. Because for NFTs, you need to use Ethereum, and every Ethereum is like 1 Ethereum is like 1,200, I think. Actually, it could be at 1,000 right now because of the market, how low it went. But yeah, that's basically it. I have the rights to that smiley face. If you were to copy and paste that and have that in your like shirt or like have it in your profile or whatever, I can literally sue you just for having it. It's stupid, but people still like pay thousands of dollars for it. It's crazy.
There's no real purpose for it, right? It's just what can you do with it?
Bragging rights, really.
Yeah, really.
That's it. Yeah,
You
there's
can
no, like,
you can I guess you could
There's a market for someone buying bricks. You could fucking buy a picture of a brick for so much. It's just like why? But like,
Here's the thing, though.
The whole thing is just literally your own taste, technically. Like you're buying because you like it, or sometimes people just buy because like, ooh, it's expensive. I want it.
Here's the thing, though. You could still technically sell that smiley face, even if you own it. In the future, you can still sell it, and someone could like pay higher. Like they could pay higher for it.
I feel like that's dumb.
But it works. It works though. Like this is the thing. A lot of people say it's
there's
dumb.
A market at it. It's because
Yeah.
there's a market at it. So if there's a market for it, then it's not dumb. If there's no market for it, then it could.
It's like people who hate crypto NFTs, they'll call them losers. They'll say it's
But they're
dumb,
making
blah
double.
blah blah. But yeah, exactly. They are making money. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you call them losers or not. That doesn't change the fact that they got money.
So at the end
And
of
if
the
you
day,
don't, yeah,
it's basically them influencing a certain group of people to purchase these things for a certain amount of money.
But they don't
it's-
have to convince them. They're just convincing themselves that they like it.
Well, someone
Yeah.
had to make the idea that NFTs were valuable to begin with, right? Why else would someone want to purchase these things?
Oh,
Not-
here's the
Well,
thing,
like,
right?
NFTs were technically already a real thing before you even started. Like when you buy a painting, that's technically yours. That
Yeah.
painting is yours. It's under your name. The artist just has a name on it, but you own it. The artist gave you that painting. All it is just digitalized art. It's the same thing in real life. I like that painting. I'm buying it for like 1 million. You know the
Okay, I see
theory
your
that
perspective on
people,
that. Yeah,
the
yeah.
theories that people even have about real life paintings is that they use it for tax benefits. Cause like when you buy a painting, you don't get taxed on it. So like let's say that I make a painting or let's say I own a painting, right, Mars, and you're part of the
Right.
cartel, and you want to give me money because I did a job for you, but you don't want it
Right.
to seem sus. I tell you, look at this painting I drew. I give it to you, and I say you told me beforehand 1.5 million, and I'll be like, I'll sell it for you for 1.5 million. And you're like, okay, I'll buy it. And the fucking government looks at it and they're like, well, it's a painting. Like, it has no price. He could pay the price that the artist says. So they won't see
Right.
it. And you don't even get taxed on it because you're buying it because you like it. So, like, even art in real life is hella sus.
Yo, are you telling me Picasso worked for the cartel?
Well, I'm saying Picasso might have. He might have sold his art to some certain
Right.
people because he did some certain missions.
Didn't
That's
his
true.
art not become famous until after he passed away or something like that?
Yeah, because he cut his ear, no? Oh, no, that's Von Dogo.
Von-
Von Pussy.
Wrong,
that was
wrong,
Jewish.
wrong cartel member, bro.
Wrong cartel member. My bad. Why
But
apologize,
back
sir?
back to the NFT thing. What I
Oh.
think, the reason why people actually buy it or whatever is because when they probably bought Ethereum when it was like cheap, you know.
Right.
Like if you bought, let's say one Ethereum back then cost like $50, one Ethereum, and you bought like $1,000 worth, you know,
Oh, you're
that's like a bunch. I'm not gonna do the math. I'm bad at math, but let's say that gives you like 500 or what. Once it reached to the current Ethereum, which is 1,000, right?
per one.
Each of those 50s became 5,000s. So, like, if these people sell their NFTs with Ethereum, it's like, oh, I can buy that. I mean, I have it. I didn't really lose anything. I gained. So it's like, yeah, sure, I'll buy it. You know, just for the heck of it.
You're really just buying
So-
it for the rights of a picture, which is the concept of itself sounds dumb, but it is what it is. But I don't know. I really don't care about that shit. Like, I understand it, but like I don't have the money for it, so I really don't care for it. That's why I like to talk about things that people do know. It's about jobs. Like,
What if the NFT is part of the cartel still?
shut up. I don't know. We wouldn't know. Bro, you know, fuck that shit, bro. You know, that's crazy though. How much the cartel runs stuff. They own the avocado business. So you guys not seen the documentary? Bro, they keep avocado people hostage. The avocado farmers.
I
That
have
do
not
be
seen
crazy.
Cartels
I've heard about
are
that.
good parts of stuff, bro. It's insane. It's sad. But you know, we can't do anything about it. You know, they got money. They got money.
Yeah, I mean, we can't do anything about it.
They got more. They got bigger guns and bigger cash.
Hmm.
I remember one time. Oh, it was like actually quite recently, when we stopped getting food and supplies from Mexico. We stopped getting them because one of the cartel members, while they were like giving us like avocados and limes, one of the
Right.
cartel members like threatened one of the police officers, not the police officers, you know, the people that check the shit, and obviously the government and all that let them pass by, even though they know they have drugs stored in there, because that's literally the only way we get cheap avocados and cheap limes from them. But one of the cartels fucked up by saying, yeah, you damn well don't check those cars, like those trucks. And they got like the cars, like sheriffs and all those people that check your shit got mad. They're like, you don't tell us what the fuck we do. We do what the fuck we want. So they told that to the big boy, the big president, man. They're like, okay, we'll just cut you off. We don't fucking need you. And then like I'm pretty sure that guy got killed. The guy that said that stupid words, I bet he got fucking
Yeah.
murdered, without a doubt, for fucking that shit up. 'Cause they lost a lot of money. But I just think that's so funny. It's because they let it happen, honestly. We let it slide.
I guess
Anyways,
people
too much-
start, getting comfortable with whatever.
Yeah, they're getting-
So what I'm hearing at is that we should make an avocado NFT and sell it for $1
Oh, you're right. Avocado NFTs and the cartel's like, hey, you know, I like that. Buy it from him. Buy it from
million.
him.
Buy it.
I make a lime one. Boom. Easy money.
Easy money, bro.
Mars will make a Mexico flag. I don't know. Easy dubs, the guys. Easy money.
Bro, not even Mexico wants the Mexican flag.
Not even. That's funny. That sucks. I wanted to get back to the topic of the job thing because I wanted to still emphasize about how I'm so relieved about the current job I have. Because the old job that I had before this one was gordita place. and for anyone that's white that's watching, that is basically a very thick tortilla shoved with food inside, right? So you cut a slit open, and this big tortilla, as you white folks say it, and you put any sorts of meat inside, right? So it was a gordita place, and basically minimum wage, $7.50, and it was I considered it my first job, even though the other one was technically my first job, but I quit the first day. That was the first time I quit. It was fun, me, because I didn't show up. And I'm like, okay, I won't show up ever again. It's a factory, so they can give less of a fuck. So the gordita place, it was easy. I'm the cashier. I get their money. But the worst
Those things
part
are
is
pretty good.
they're alright, but they're frozen. That's all you need to know. They're trying to compete with fast food, which makes sense because their food is really fast. So they're more reasonable than what Saints had to do. Because their food, you just heat it up, which it still tastes good. The quality's still there. Because I'm pretty sure the thing where they make it from is in the same place that we live in. So I think they just freeze it like the day after and they send it to us the next day. So technically it's still fresh. It's just the same shit as like getting frozen meat. You know?
I see.
And so technically it's still good, but it is frozen. So I like it. I like the chicharrón, the carnita. What else? They have that I liked. The mole was kind of mid.
A mole gordita.
Yeah, it was like mole, chicken mole. And they just put
I don't like mole.
inside it. I know.
So
And,
What is that again? That's like just
It's like chocolate sauce, but good.
is that like with peanut butter and stuff?
No, I don't think they add peanut butter. I think it's just like they use chocolate while putting out the other ingredients inside. So they kind of like chocolatey paste. But back to the story. All I had to do would be cashier, and then whenever I don't have anything to do, I do salsas, and then after I'm doing salsas, I do queso fresco, which I just grind the queso fresco, right, for the people to put on the top of the gorditas. The one thing I didn't like, it's gonna sound kind of racist, but everyone there was Mexican. Y yo sí yo soy español, no soy racista. So I can't be racist, you know, because I'm my own kind. But I know my own kind. And this is the truth, and I will quote this, put this, plaster it everywhere. And I will say this honest to truth, that no one's more racist against their own race than Mexicans. They are just racist against each other. Because we have categories of Mexicans. We have authentic Mexicans that were born, raised, and live in Mexico. That's the authentic Mexican, right? Then we got second stage, which is the Mexicans that were born, semi-raised, and immigrated to America. That's the second race. These are different kinds. Third one is that you were born, raised in America, but are Mexican. Right? All these three categories hate each other. They spit racism. My own mom, the people in the restaurant I worked at, oh, they hated each other.
No sabo kid.
The no sabo kid is the third one. That's the third race. But like they all hate each other. It's just they're so racist against each other. Cause like the ones in Mexico, they say, oh, you have it lucky over there, or oh, you couldn't handle it over here. That's why you went over there. And the ones that immigrate, they're like, oh, you suck that you're down there and you can't live a better life than we do. It's just so everything is just funny. It's just I find it funny.
We're just assholes, man.
We're just assholes.
We're just assholes.
It's the truth. But
it is what it is, bro.
That's why I hate where I was working at, because everyone there was Mexicans. Just like, and one thing you need to know about Mexicans, dude, they don't fucking tip. They would never tip you. Like, it's rare that you see one that tip you, but they don't give a shit about your service, bro. You could put your nutsacks on their food and they'd be like, oh, splendid, beautiful, good food, good food.
Nah, bro, nah. You provide horrible service to a Mexican, they'll use that as a reason not to tip you, even though they were already weren't gonna tip you.
Yeah. Like, I will kiss and suck a dick of a Mexican and they will still not give me a tip. They're like, you could have done better. You could have done better. Like they just, dude, they're just bitches. They wouldn't tip you. Not
As
saying
uh,
that I'm
as
Mexican.
as they say, somos codo,
So,
son rincones. I try to tip, I try to,
I
I
usually
try
tip
to
too.
tip, man. Like it's super bad. That it is how it is, bro.
It is how it is.
They just don't tip, and you know
They
what?
don't.
It's
I
just
guess it also really depends though. Like you said, the third category of Mexicans, born and raised here, maybe they might have a different approach to that.
Oh no, those
If
guys
they're
tip. That's
more
what I say it's
into,
rarely. Those guys
yeah,
do
those,
tip because they have the American spirit.
yeah, they have that more, American spirit. There we
But
go.
they're from like recently, not recently. It's like been almost like 5, 6 months. The borders of Reynosa are open, so they could come in here. So most of the people that are coming from Mexico, they don't tip. They don't tip. They're like, oh, I live in America. Oh, I'm now in America. Because they used to be in Mexico and like the border was closed, so they don't can enter. But now since they opened, there's a lot more Mexicans down here, and so, fuck, like, you can't do anything about it. They don't tip or anything. But that's, and then like, it was horrible because when I was working at the other place, like back to our thing, God, dude, they treated you like a bitch. I was just the cashier. I was no waiter. They still treated you like they are the king. The second they enter, they are the center of tension. I'm like, bro, chill out, bro. You're just gonna order food. He was like a husband. Why didn't you give me this? Why didn't you give me this? On Spanish. Of course I'm not saying this in Spanish. But, America is better. But one of the reasons, the main reason I quit, I was gonna quit. I was already into like 4 months and 5 months into it. The manager. The manager really ticked me off. She's one of those like old time managers where she's like, she wants you to do something, right? She just wants you to do something, which is reasonable, right? I'm not saying that's not reasonable, but once you're done doing everything, what else is there to do? I remember like a week before I quit, she gave me a talk, right? And this is already in my job. My job, like I told you, I was supposed to do refill drinks. What is it? Yeah, refill drinks. We could okay. I'll just finish this up real quick. So I was supposed to refill drinks, do salsas and the cheese, and that was just my shit. And I did it. I did it all. And the manager was looking at me because I was just walking around. You're not allowed to sit down. Walking around, and she got mad at me. She's like, "Why aren't you doing anything?" I was like, "Well, miss, what do you want me to do?" Refill the drinks. And I was like, "I did that." Do the salsas. I did that. Do the cheese. Do that. She's like, "Well, clean the tables, miss." I did that too. She's like, "Well, just do something, cause I can't let you just do nothing." I was like, "Miss, it's not my fault. It's that I'm so good at my job that I finished so fast."
yeah.
And she's like, "Well, it's cause I want you to do something, cause I'm not paying you for nothing on the job." I was like, miss. So you want me to do my job slow? She's like, "No." Then I don't see the problem. I'm
My
doing
man.
it fast. And she's like, "Well, I don't know. I guess go back to what you're doing." I was like, she's like, "Do you just
That's the
not like the?"
thing.
She's like, "Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah."
you
She's
you
like,
can have
"But
your like job description, and they'll like tell you to do something, and when you finish it perfectly, however they want it, they're not content with seeing you stand still. Like, so they make you do more than what your job description was originally, advertised as, and they expect you to keep up with it. If not, you're gonna get like written up and in trouble or whatnot, just for, I guess, appearing to be like you're not doing anything.
but that's what I'm saying.
Which
Like, even the customers understand. Like, oh, he's already done with everything. But I'm saying that that's what I told. I just straight up told her, like, cause she also was like, do you not like the job, or you like tired of it? I was like, not really, but like I finished everything. You want me to do more after I finished everything? She's like, no, it's fine. Go back to work, I guess. And
My
I
man,
quit
what you
that.
should have done is all right, I got nothing else to do. You know what I could do? Massage your back.
Ah, shut
Get
up.
that raise. You know what I mean?
She's a
there
girl.
you
I
go.
would have got her gonna sexual assault. But that's and then like the 4 days later I quit. That's the only reason I quit, cause I'm not stupid, I'm not like most people are like, I'm quitting on the job cause I think I'm cool. I quit on the job cause I got the other job that I'm working on right now. Right there, cause they're like, oh, you want to work one day and see how you like it, and I did that. I told that work, I'm gonna take this day off, right? And I liked the job a lot. So when I told the person at the new job that I like to work here. They like, when do you want to start? Next week. And so I was like, okay, I could work next week. So literally that day, I quit my old job, but I didn't say I quit, cause I wanted to feel good about it. So the next morning, cause I usually work the morning, 7 in the morning, she was texting me, "Are you gonna come to work?" I was like, "Oh no, I quit."
Oh my god.
And she's like, "What do you mean? You can't
Dang.
quit right now?" I was like, what are you gonna do? Stop me? She's like, and then she's all texting me and everything. Oh, I
She
hated
was
them. They were.
upset.
This,
She-
this is why they asked for like a 2
I don't give a
2 week
shit.
notice.
I don't give a shit. No, I knew that's why they wanted the 2 week notice because it's easier for them. It makes it easier for them. But I didn't give a shit. Do you want to call it here? Or do you want to tell you like one quick story about that work? Because I have a quick story. It's pretty fucked up.
Put the word.
Yeah. So Mars, one more, or you want me to end it right now? It's up to you.
Well, I kind of gotta go right now.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna end the episode, guys. First episode, kind of scuffed, but it's fine. We are barely just starting. We'll probably get more professional later on. You gotta just bear with us.
Yeah. And if you have any like more tips or advice or ideas that you'd like for us to talk about, maybe you could always, I don't know, do we have like some kind of way we can get contacted up?
Well,
On
probably
with
like
ideas?
if it uploads on iTunes, you could just comment on iTunes, and we'll see your comments on iTunes. If not, then
YouTube.
or YouTube, you can comment on YouTube and we'll read them out loud. You have anything quirky to say? Then say it. We'll probably read it and make fun of you and humiliate you, cause that'll be funny.
We might have a small clips on TikTok, possibly. Or
Perhaps.
no.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Keep an eye
Well-
out for wherever you see our channel at.
If you guys did enjoy, make sure you follow, subscribe, whatever they tell you, whatever device, whatever website you're at. Do whatever the fuck it tells you. That's if you enjoyed it. You didn't, then fuck you. I guess. I don't fucking know. Oh, that's it, guys. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.